Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this installment of The Outlanders here on Roll With It RPG. Um, Start off tonight with happens to be Mother's Day weekend, so to all of you mothers that are out there, happy Mother's Day. We wouldn't be here without you, and we know that you're so proud of us. Look, Ma, we're famous. So, um, with that, we will hop into this week's episode with a quick recap. So, last time we got together, the Outlanders were finishing up their pursuit of the twins in the city of Hillsfar. Managed to pass through a teleportation portal circle that they were given the keyword to, and emerged in the Hillsfar Keep. And after a short incursion with some ash plumes, they managed to open the portcullis and allow the remaining red plumes, which were attempting to assist the city from the ongoing coup, and managed to go into Hillsfar Keep proper, and the uh, red plumes that they let in said that they would secure the castle itself and attempt to keep any of the reinforcements that the twins had off their back while the group went inside and confronted the twins as well as their Cambian escorts or bodyguards, whatever you want to call them. They're all demons, so it might be escorts. Who knows? We don't judge. But after a intense battle with several spell effects going off, individuals getting injured, chasing the Feyre or the Daemon Fae around this audience hall. You guys managed to injure them just quite enough that they made a hasty exit. And after that, the group is left in the Hillsfar, appears to be throne room audience hall, with not but yourselves and now an empty chamber awaiting you. So, what would you guys like to do?
I think I walked in here, take a look around.
Taking a look around in the rooms that are there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you guys going to be exploring the castle? Or the keep itself?
I won't be.
You won't be? Okay.
Yep.
All right. How much are you exploring there, Rith?
I was really just taking a glance in.
Okay.
If
It looks like it's a bedroom.
okay.
You don't necessarily see anybody in here at this point. Things are a bit ransacked. But
Do we know, is this castle is this the town's castle, part of the town's castle, or is this a separate?
no, this is Hillsfar Keep. This is the keep that was on the hill in the center of the town.
Then I'm not gonna search.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to do once you're out and about here?
I'm going to detreify. Stop concentrating on this podcast.
Okay.
It was a good cast.
Fair enough.
It was a good cast.
Yeah.
I'll look at our esteemed guest and say, what else?
Hulin will look around and say, "Well, I mean, there should have been more people in the castle. We should go check with Gregor and see if they found anybody. And at worst, I would need to go with them and make sure that the rest of the city is secured. I still heard sounds of battle outside when we came in, but hopefully we've taken the head of the snake, so to speak.
Works for me. I guess I'll head out then.
Okay.
I mean, I'm ready for more battle.
Everybody else following with him?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we'll fast track a little bit of this stuff. There is a you guys emerge from the keep back into the courtyard, pass through the portcullis, and there are spots of fighting that are still happening in this central district. There are there were some barricades that were quickly thrown up by what appear to be the ash plumes, but with the 6 of you plus the guards and that Gregor had with him, you guys are about a baker's dozen strong. So as you guys come to different barricades, you're able to essentially quickly turn the tide of battle and help mop up basically the last of the fighting that's happening here. However, when you come across some of the places, you do notice that some of the red plumes are battling what appear to be some of the transformed ash plumes that you've seen that have been turning into these more durable or tougher zombies upon their death. So it probably takes you guys the better part of about the next 2 hours or so to kind of clear this central district, because we don't want to just run a bunch of quick battles with veterans and greater zombies we won't run all the combat for that. Just suffice it to say, as you come across the first barricade, you continually start to add numbers to your group and are able to pretty quickly overwhelm everything.
The Outlander army.
I mean, just kind of roll through things for the most part. So as you guys getting close to like the sun reaching its apex into the noon sky, Hulin will say, thank you, friends, for your assistance here. Gregor's going to round up the rest of the plumes that are still loyal to him and make a circuit of the city. I believe perhaps we should go check and see if make sure that Domas is still secure.
Agreed.
Are we sure that they left the area?
The twins?
Yeah,
No, I'm not.
because
Not entirely, no.
there was the training that we heard about outside the city that the plumes were doing. Was that Marcus doing or Gregor doing?
I believe it was the plumes as a whole. It wasn't just specific groups. They were doing exercises for the whole mercenary group.
Okay, so it wasn't. Maybe we shouldn't worry about that then.
It's something that we can talk to Gregor about and potentially Hollis and see maybe if he survived. I know Marcus has always had kind of delusions of grandeur, so I don't hold out hope that Hollis is still alive, but we can certainly check. Curious as to what else they were hiding underneath his outpost, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how this is gonna. turn about on us when this is done. But if it goes positively, regardless of how some of us might feel about each other right now, I think we need to go with the twins' claim that we are following Lilith. She's our leader. I think it'll help improve halfling relations in the area, in the slightest.
You mean as far as in the public eye, indicating this coup was stopped by her and the rest of you as her group?
Yeah.
I definitely believe that would certainly improve relations. I'll have to talk to Gregor about that too, and maybe see if he would be willing to even share some of the, I don't want to say glory necessarily, but some of the credit with Lilith cooperating with him. An excellent idea.
Anyway, you should to go and check.
Yes.
Thank you, Kelnorn.
You're welcome.
All right. So you guys follow him back through the city towards Marcus's outpost in the dungeon underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything you guys need to talk about as you're moving along, or just making double time for the most part?
I think right now it's just make sure everything's over.
Gotcha.
In my eyes.
I will shoulder Lilith so that we're not slowed down.
All right. All right. So you guys make your way through the city. As you're passing through, there aren't any necessarily like signs of fighting at this point. There are numerous bodies in the street. Some that are armored, some that are not, some that appear to have died, like just. Kelnorn, I mean, you'll notice with your passes specifically, as well as Lilith, as you guys are passing through, there are, like I said, numerous bodies in the city. There are some that are wearing the ash plume helms. There are some that are wearing the red plume helms, and then you do see various individuals that are also wearing like the gate guard armor. A few of them, and there are people that look like they died in some sort of fighting that were wearing. Some of them like almost like night clothes. Some of them just wearing their basic street clothes, but you see weapon and shield next to them as wherever they fell. And there are numerous citizens that appear to have been caught either in the combat or were taken out by, you assume, either the ash plumes or potentially the demonic creatures that were helping them. So, and there are various different colored puddles of like an ichor type of substance. Kind of get a sulfuric smell as you walk by some of them. But city has seen a fair amount of death this day, and you make your way back to the outposts. Hulin has you guys move through more strategically, just because he's not sure if anything came back this way. With his guidance, you guys make your way down to the dungeons without any kind of issue, and you come back downstairs and find Brekka and Bolin, as well as Domas, are closer towards the entrance where you guys came in. They're in one of the rooms that was larger, that had some cells off to the left and right. And as soon as they see you, you hear Bolin's voice say, they came back. Everything should be... Is everything good? Safe out there?
Ish. It's
Okay.
winding down.
So he and Brekka will come out. We thought it would be safer to stay back in one of these rooms, kind of out of sight, in case anybody came down here. What happened up there?
Chaos.
A portion of the ash plumes turned on each other, or the assholes. They went to war against each other.
The
Red plumes.
red
Red-
plumes?
Some bad. Working with demons.
All bad. Some working with them.
Hulin will say, well, some were bad. Gregor did come to our help, our aid.
The twins got away.
Yeah, not to. It's been a little while. I think it's hard to tell time down here specifically. He thinks for a moment, and here he thinks. I mean, I would say 2-3 hours ago. I think we saw a flash of light in the main room back there, and heard some talking. I crept up a little bit just to kind of keep an eye, and I don't know if they were the twins, but they sure didn't look human. They had 2 regular arms and then 2 smaller arms, tails.
Yeah, that would be them.
So they went through the door on the right. Saw another flash of light and kept an eye on it for about 5-10 minutes. No one came back out, and when I crept over there to take a look, there was no one in there except a big wooden archway.
May want to destroy archways.
Take your word for it. Hulin will look. I think that's definitely good. I'll Bolin, can you are you okay to move or go back out? The fighting seems to have subsided. Better than I was, yeah. If you can go find Hillsfar and have him come down here, we can see about getting some of, if there's anything magical that they can link to, get it taken care of. Yeah, sure.
I go with.
Welcome to company.
I'll help him along.
All right, he seems to be moving okay at this point. After the little bit of healing you guys gave out, he still moves a little kind of stiff, but he toughs it out. Seems he seems to be made of pretty tough stuff.
All right, well, I'm just there in case something comes up.
So
This is where the twins show back up.
they were just waiting. Rith hurts. They were just waiting for him to leave. So, yeah. So you guys, the rest of you are down there. Brekka's still there. Hulin's there. Domas is there. Anything you guys would like to do?
I'm just gonna walk over to Brecca and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this was brought upon you.
Oh, I appreciate that. I know it wasn't your intent, and this was always a risk we ran. Being being who we are. Just be careful next time you come into someone's city and they give you shelter. But thank you. I appreciate it. Without all of you, we would not be alive. You gave them what for us too, right?
Oh yeah.
Good.
I think I took what for you guys as well.
We can compare scars later.
Yes, like it was a give and take relationship that we had with them.
Well, I'm hoping you just gave more than you took, and I hope you go after them. Make them pay.
We will.
Yeah.
Domas will kind of creep over towards you guys. Look, I didn't get a chance to say it before. I'm still feeling a bit out of sorts. I just feel like I got control of myself again. Past few months, it's felt like I was looking at myself through a glass wall, watching myself being puppeted around and forming horrible things. But I wanted to thank you properly for the service that you've done for my city and the service that you've done to hopefully mend any damage I did towards rebuilding the relationship between humans and our counterparts. That was always my goal beforehand, was to mend that schism. And I feel like over the last few months I've done nothing but widen it. I'm grateful that you are the ones that came to our rescue.
I'm gonna look at Lilith.
You're welcome. It was our pleasure.
Well, I will ensure that everyone knows the magnitude of your actions. Can you please tell me the state of my home, my city?
It's bruised, beaten, but there's still fight left.
takes
that
a
was
big.
proven on our way here.
He sighs and breathes almost like a sigh of relief. Good, good. I am quite pleased to hear that. Uh, tell me, will you at least be staying for a day or two to rest, recuperate? I want to be sure that we can thank you properly.
There's no need for that, but we do appreciate it. We would like to rest and heal and do what we can to help you. But we do need to find them. So we shouldn't stay too long.
No, of course not. And I know you might not need any type of thanks or reward, but I feel obligated that we repay your kindness not just with words but with action, and would be grateful if you would at least stay a day or two and allow me to gather something that would be appropriate.
It would be honored.
And excuse me, I forgot my poor manners in this instance. I did not catch your names. Who you were.
I am Lady Lilith. These are my companions. We call
Very well.
ourselves the Outlanders.
Very well. I will ensure that the good people of Hillsfar know your name. And once you leave here, if you come back, you will find open arms to greet you. And hopefully a warm meal.
That would be the most important thing to me.
He will he gets down like on a knee and just like lowers himself in a bow to all of you, and then thank you once again. Cannot state how grateful I am. Well, I would like to see what we have to recover from, or what we can recover with. So,
Lady
was
Lilith was a little poetic in her assessment. You should prepare yourself for the loss of some people.
I will do so as best I can. I have a feeling no matter the preparation, the sight will still be more than I could imagine or bear. But we will shoulder on. Hulin will kind of step beside him, and you guys will walk out of the outpost. So, over the course of the day, are you guys sticking with Domas as he goes about the city, or are you planning on going somewhere else? Is there anyone or anything you want to check on?
I probably would check the cracked mug to see if anything happened to the building or.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to the twins' house and take a look around.
Okay.
Yep,
After you get
I'll
them.
do that as well.
Okay.
I will also go with Rith.
Okay.
And then after that, I'll probably help carry bodies.
Kind of clean
if
up
they need
the
it. Clean up.
streets and whatnot. Okay.
Sure.
I will
Kovac?
not
Kovac-
go with Riff. to do
Kovac
with Riff.
Kovac
to
will
do
just
that.
start wandering.
Like wandering through the city?
Yep.
Okay.
No
is
general
he,
direction.
is he just looking for anything in general, or just taking an assessment, or...
Nope. He is just wandering.
Okay. All right. So just go ahead. For Kovac, go ahead and just give me like a perception check.
Sure.
Okay. Um, and then just go ahead and give me like an insight check as well.
Okie dokie.
You can give me this one at advantage if you
Oh.
want.
Okay.
I mean, 16 is pretty good. Better than the 1.
Eh.
Okay. Okay, so I mean your amulet or your talisman is very warm as you meander through the city. There are just various spots where you get the feeling of, there would almost be more here than you're capable of handling as a lone Shidarkai. If there were if there was like a dozen of your kind here, you guys would probably be able to scout and collect everything. But there are just various hot spots that you kind of come across where you can sense that there was, betrayal. There were people that died due to, with extreme emotion on their mind, as you would expect from a city that either underwent almost like a mini civil war or coup of sort, where slaughter was kind of rampant across the city. But there are several places that you run across, even like with that look to be Red Plume outposts, where you find just numerous bodies inside. Ash Plume, Red Plume, just died fighting each other. So there's a lot going on here that you're just kind of absorbing in.
Okay.
What are you at for your soul fragments right now?
I think I'm about half expended.
Okay. As you're going across, you could probably stop and fill up at least 2 more.
Okay.
Where you find a couple of hotter spots where
Perfect.
something is still lingering, and you can kind of help them, or at least pass them to the Raven Queen, and hopefully she can help them.
Perfect.
Rowan, Brecca goes with you to the Cracked Mug. Rith, I would say that Bolin knows where he's going for the most part. Manages to find the individual that you're looking for shortly, and you're able to kind of catch the group as they're exiting Marcus's outpost. At which point, Bolin goes with you as well, Rowan. So the 3 of you are making your way towards the Cracked Mug, while 3 of you are heading towards the Twins. And then Domas is with Hulin, taking some surveying of the city. So, Rowan, you make your way towards the Cracked Mug. When you get there, a large section of it is charred. Looks like someone probably set fire to it. There's still a few burning embers here and there, and not really much that could probably be salvaged in this case. Bolin will ask for your assistance to kind of clear away a little bit of the rubble that's a little bit, not necessarily still embery hot, but cooled down. Even with some of the embers, doesn't really bother you too much. But if you want to go ahead and...
Technically, could I not put the embers out with prestidigitation? Would it work the same as putting out a flame, or no?
That one's normally like a small campfire, or like a candle light, or...
Yeah, it says like flame, like a small flame up to campfire.
You could do that at points, yes. There are probably a couple of larger spots like in the middle that you can't do that to, but on the
Sure.
outskirts, yeah, you can cast prestidigitation a few times. So he will ask for your assistance to kind of clear something away, and he'll take care of.
Oh no, he just attacked me, guys. Oh wait, it's fine.
Nope, yeah,
The
he's fine.
twins.
Yeah. It's not Brecca and Bolin at all. It's the twins.
Right? So yeah, he, with your help, is able to kind of clear away some of the rubble. It takes you probably about 10, 15 minutes or so. And you guys find that looks like the entrance to the tunnel, for the most part, appears to be in decent shape. So he kind of glances back towards Brecca and says, well, I mean, we could get it rebuilt. I'm sure we've got some favors with the city we could probably call in with everything that happened. Maybe we could run a legitimate business this time. I don't know.
Where's the fun in that?
Bolin will look at her and goes, he's right. I mean, she'll kind of chuckle as well. And yeah, it's hard to give up what you're good at.
Especially when your special reserves are still intact, right?
I mean, who doesn't love some good special reserves? Well, we got most of our stuff out, so old dilapidated walls can be rebuilt to look like new dilapidated walls. So, thank you.
If you need anything else, just let me know.
We will. Where are you guys staying at again? Once you leave here?
Well, Arabelle?
We thought maybe we could come down and burn your place down too.
That's fine. We're outside the city, so no one will even notice. I mean,
Oh, well, that doesn't make it fun then. So
we just, well, maybe. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna be there because we were supposed to do this to get the place, and we didn't do what we were supposed to yet. I don't know what's gonna happen when we get back.
well, I'm sure everything will work out as it needs to. And when you come back, if we have the new mug built, or whatever we call it at that point, feel free to stop by.
I will.
You're still welcome.
Appreciate that.
Well, we should go help out if we can.
I'll just kind of spend the rest of the day, like, helping people that I see
Okay,
that could use whatever I can help with, you know.
got it. All right, so the three of you head back towards the twins' place, and door's still open. So no one else seems to be there at this point.
I'll look at Lilith. Look for papers, maps, clues.
Good idea.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'll just look for shit.
Okay. All right. You guys can go ahead and give me just investigation. Lilith, if you're going to be searching in various rooms and whatnot, go ahead and give me like 2 different investigation checks, we'll say.
I will assist them.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you can go ahead and give me
22 for the first one.
Well, I don't think he meant to do intimidation on the second one, but you know,
Oh, well, yeah. Oops. Okay, let
he's
me.
intimidating the house.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
there you go.
27 on the first one.
Okay.
You will tell me where things are hidden in you.
What secrets do you hide?
And then 15 on the second one.
Lilith is taking this whole "if these walls could talk" thing to a whole new level.
She is.
Grrr.
Puts a hole in one. Tell me where it's at.
Yeah. Punches the wall. Who does number 2 work for?
All right. So, well, I wasn't going to give you anything here, but I will have to. With a natural 20, I almost feel obligated to. You will find a single document that appears to have been missed. Most everything has been, well, anything that seems of note is gone. There is a document that details where a secret stash that they have in the city is, or where it's hidden inside of a blue sales warehouse that only they were familiar with. Other than that, there aren't any kind of documentation or anything like that you find here. Like when they said, when you were told previously that go ahead and look around, they've already taken everything. Looks like they are pretty true to their word. There are there might be a few things. You do see one room that looks like it was a study with almost like an alchemy lab in there. Might hold a few things as you guys are searching around Kelnoran that you might find interest in, that you think could possibly be made into some either ingredients that you might be able to use or another skilled alchemist or herbalist might use. So some high quality ingredients, we'll say.
Would it
There's-
be possible to use your bag to
Of course.
collect this?
Of course.
There's enough reagent here that you could use to make probably 4 or 5 of the greater healing potions.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to basically collect like their whole setup, or what at least will fit into Lilith of it.
How much do you have in your bag of holding right now, Lilith?
Ooh. Let's see. £73.
73 pounds. Okay. Let's see. And nothing too big, it looks like. It's all basically small stuff, right? Looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, the only thing I have in here that's any really size is the rope.
Right. but I think they have like 64 square feet that they can fit inside of a bag of holding, or 500 pounds, I believe, is the limitations. Yeah, 64 cubic feet, and 500 pounds. Okay. So, not a problem. I mean, you can basically get their alchemist supplies in here. So, I mean, you have some pretty high quality alchemy supplies. Not necessarily as useful for an herbalist like you, because alchemy is different than herbalism.
Right.
But if you knew someone else that was looking for some, probably could make a decent amount of coin off if you wanted off of it, or set it up somewhere else. But there's also quite a few reagents and ingredients some that are specific to alchemy that you probably wouldn't be able to use, but some that are universal that you can still use as well. So you probably have a few things that you could potentially make from all this.
Awesome.
I just put alchemy lab, put in bag
Yep.
of holding.
That's
Yeah.
about it. All in all, I mean, I would say all the equipment itself probably weighs 75 to 100 pounds, and all said and done, with like the different weights and stuff that they have there. But yeah, you can put it into the bag. Rith, you're just wandering around looking for shit?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything in particular that you're looking for that might catch your eye?
I don't know. I mean, he's always looking for weapon stuff, armor stuff, chests, safes, things like that he'd probably look through for.
I mean, again, like as you're
Food.
going through with them, food. I mean, there is some food that you missed. I mean, if he's interested, there are some pretty neat looking decoration stuff around here that, I mean, you guys have a brand new place.
He'll grab them. I mean, I have 4 ever burning torches for the place too, 2 hammocks for the new place. So
Yeah.
yeah, why not?
He's our interior decorator.
I mean, there's a few tapestries in here that depict some pretty cool scenes. A few rugs and whatnot that you're like, this could probably be nice. I mean, at least it's soft to walk on.
Okay.
I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff in there that you're like, all of the stuff would really look pretty cool in the tower. It's not gonna fit in your bag, unfortunately. Yeah. But there is quite a bit of stuff here. So you can find some cool decor stuff for sure.
Okay. That's what I'll
can-
find.
I can help carry things, and we do have a cart back in Elven Tree.
Mm.
With some
Twins
horses.
gone, can we claim this as our house?
You can always ask. I'm going to go find one of the
That
bedrooms.
Might be something we can ask about.
Did you share the thing that you found, Lilith?
Not yet.
Okay. Just making sure.
I found this. This says there's a stash in a blue sales warehouse. Secret stash of stuff of something. It just says it's a secret stash. So maybe we can find it. It might be the one that I was at.
Does it name warehouse?
It just says it's a blue sales warehouse. I don't know if there's any other around besides the one I was at.
right.
But we can ask Coolin.
Or go check it out.
True.
Also worth a shot.
Let's go check it out.
Okay. Do the pair of you know where a blue sales warehouse is?
Me?
I don't.
Kelnoran, you do.
True, but
You know where two of them are actually.
I'm going to leave there pondering to themselves, and
Okay.
I'm just going to walk away and try to find a bedroom.
Find a bedroom.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I mean, it's not very hard. There are two smaller bedrooms on the floor, on the ground level. Actually, three. Sorry. And then there are two larger bedrooms that are decorated more decadently.
Okay. I'll head up to one of those.
Uh-huh.
I will pull out anything that I think would catch Rith's eye and just kind of toss it like out. And then
Okay.
I'm going to go ham on everything in there with my club.
Okay. So, I mean, what? Give me like an insight check as you're trying to just think about some of the things that Rith might like.
Sure, yeah. $18.
All right, 18. All right, so you see some strong-looking furniture, sturdy, very practical. There's a few things that are probably a bit more decadent that you don't think that would catch Rith's eye. That doesn't seem like a Rith thing, probably. But yeah, there's like a nice, comfy chair that's in here. You toss that out.
No, I think I'll hold on to the chair.
The chair, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Good.
two chairs. So there's one by a desk, and then there's one that's kind of like almost like a sofa or chaise type chair.
Which
That's-
one's nicer?
Probably the sofa or chaise.
Okay, then he gets the other chair. Like I'll push
Okay.
that out of the room.
Okay. Yeah, the one that's by a desk it's wooded. It's still got like a padded seat to it, but it's got some nice engraving on the wood. Looks very well done. So you're left in there with I guess there's a bed. You could toss out the footlocker that's in there if you want.
Yeah,
might
sure,
be useful
sure.
for storing things. But you're left with some bookshelves, really nice chaise, a canopy bed, and maybe a desk if you want to leave that in there. The desk does look like it kind of matches the chair a little bit with some of the engravings.
That's truly unfortunate. I'm going
Okay.
to cast Shillelagh and just start breaking shit.
Got it. All right. So the pair of you are downstairs pondering stuff, and you hear kind of scraping of wood against the floor as things get moved, and then all of a sudden just things breaking, and I'm
I
assuming
would run upstairs at that point.
assuming it's
Just so it's-
Kelnoran is kind of yelling
I
in
don't.
frustration.
I
or
just
something.
sit down and eat. I'll have supper or lunch.
Is he being
can
vocal
rage all
about
he-
the destruction too when he's hitting things?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all in giant.
Okay.
Like it's guttural and nasty as I could possibly
Yeah.
get.
Yeah, no.
I mean, think like
he can-
Rammstein, German metal going on in the background for him. But yeah, you come upstairs, and I mean, he looks like he's tossed out a footlocker chest that's nice. It's iron banded, looks sturdy. There's a chair that's out there that is engraved and carved and padded, and looks also nice. And then you look back inside, and you see Kelnoran's shillelagh slam through the canopy over this bed, and the mattress kind of rebuffs a little bit of the blow. You see him just grab it and just throw the mattress across the room and smash the frame of the bed. Moves over towards the desk and just takes out one of the legs, and as it's teetering on the side, he just brings his shillelagh down on the other part and just breaks the desktop in half.
I'll sit in the chair and watch.
Kind of move back towards the door.
Yeah.
So after probably about a good give me a constitution check actually for Kelnor and see how well you're doing as you vent your frustration.
19.
Yeah. He goes for almost a half hour just smashing everything. And then he goes for about another 15-20 minutes, slowing down just a little bit as kind of the adrenaline starts to dissipate. And then, Kelnor, and you swing the last one and break a few splinters of this shelf that is left of the bookshelf that you were just decimating, and look around, and there really isn't a whole lot left to smash. You're surrounded by broken pieces of wood, upholstery that's been ripped and torn, fabric that was the bedclothes. Yeah, utter decimation.
I'm assuming like the bedposts and lower part of the frame are fairly ornate.
They were.
I want to find a chunk of like the leg and post and make that my new club.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you could probably find something that's pretty decent. It's got a nice weighted head to it. Yeah.
I'll check it out, and then I'll cast Druidcraft to char the end and get it less sharp and pointy, and kind of add a little more devastation to the new club itself. And I'll check it out and be like, "Would you like to see me redecorate the other room?"
Sure, if it makes you feel better.
Might take me longer, and I'll just head out. I'll just grab the chair she's in and drag it with me to the door.
There is a plant in this room.
In the new room, I will move it out.
Okay. All right. So, for about the next 45 minutes to an hour, he just goes to work on that room too. There's actually less decorations in this room, but it is there is like a nice marble top vanity that's in here. That is almost particularly nice to smash because it just breaks into pieces. But yeah.
I'm probably less thoughtful and energetic about that.
Yeah. You're just kind of not necessarily going through the motions, but you're tired. It's just, you're tired at this point. So. All right.
Better?
No. But
I understand.
that's as close as I'm getting at the moment, so I'll take it. Shall we head downstairs?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I want to say thank you again
For what?
for the your idea.
Well, it helps you, but it's going to help a lot more people if
I
a
agree.
halfling were in charge. All right. Well, You're welcome, and I'll just pick up the chair and start walking down the stairs with her.
You grab the footlocker too, or
No, I'll leave that out there for now.
all right. All right. So after about 2 hours or so of listening to Kelnoran go to town on stuff, Rith, you see him come downstairs carrying Lilith in this very nice, sturdy-looking chair.
I'll go, Hail Rith! Because he's carrying me down. I'll look all regal and everything.
Remember, thou art mortal.
Eat.
Don't drop me.
Huh? I'll just say it. You were collecting things for our tower. I thought you might like the chair.
Good work. Once we get wagon.
Yeah, I'll go back tomorrow.
You look tired. Eat.
Okay. I'll just reach over, grab something off the table. Fiddle with it more than eat, but occasionally take a bite out of it.
It's fine. As long as Red sees you eating, he doesn't care.
All right. So, anything else? Looks like Rowan just kind of walked away for a moment there.
Rith,
Did he tell us he'd be right back?
Nope.
are we okay? Friends?
You see him thinking.
Family.
I'm just behind her, be like,
Friends.
Friends.
Stop hurting when in dungeon. Tell information when
Okay.
read.
Ooh. Speaking of information, we need to go find this Blue Sales warehouse.
I look at
Once Kelnoran's rested.
Calnoran. Probably rest and look in morning.
one,
Once we have the cart.
I know we're a couple more. I can tell you where they're at.
Okay.
Want to go look now or too tired?
I do not. We should probably tell the others as well.
We can do it we can do it tomorrow. We've had a long day.
Yes. I go help gather bodies.
I'll assist.
Can sleep one less bedroom, but could use this to sleep in if wanted. Since no place else to sleep.
There's enough bedrooms down here for the rest of you. I'll be fine. You know, wherever.
I'll pull out my unused sending stone. And speak into it,
We'll watch
saying,
very carefully.
I'll speak into it saying, Twins house empty, found treasure map, rest here at night, plenty room, food on table. I think that's it. Did I have enough?
And it just kind of cuts off in the middle there. Did I have enough?
Rith doesn't use it that often, so.
But we'll still start
Eating.
eating
Okay.
some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll leave some of the food on the table for people when they come in to eat and whatnot. And yeah, I'll just head out. I'll look at Lilith. Stay here.
I I can't carry bodies, but I might be able to help some other way.
Up, 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 up to you.
I'll go. It'd be good to see us out helping, I think. Us all.
Agreed. All right, I'll lead the way. So we'll look for somebody who's collecting bodies and probably see if or ask them if there's someone in charge that we can check in with
Okay.
to help.
So, I mean, you'll basically find the equivalent of like you'll be directed towards the equivalency of like a captain in the red plumes. 'Cause there are
Bring
a
out
variety.
your dead.
There are some of them that are helping out, and then you can see a few individuals in the gate guard armor as well. Not as many, just because their numbers aren't as plentiful, but they'll direct you as to where you can help or where the most, where the largest or hardest amount of fighting was, where they need the most help clearing bodies.
Okay, that's
So,
what we'll do for the rest of the evening.
okay. Eventually, as you're doing that, you will come across Hulin and Domas. And Domas will come up to you, Lilith, and it makes it aware as people are out there helping that he is talking specifically to you. And not like overdoing it, but speaking loud enough that people in the nearby vicinity can hear. And then he will kind of quiet down and say, so you went to the twins' home. Was there anything of import there still? Anything that could help us with maybe where they went or anything else that would...
Nothing much left. Just basically it's a document that said there was a secret stash in one of the Blue Sails warehouses.
Oh, I could probably, I mean, if... Do you know where... Does it say which warehouse it is?
No.
Do you mind if I take a look at the document?
Sure.
He will. All right, he'll take a look. Oh, this is actually in the northwest corner of I did organize a contingent of guard to go and secure the warehouse itself, just to make sure anything that might have been left over to take inventory or stock. If this is
we were
some
planning on
sort of...
going tomorrow. It's
Well, if you wish to head that way, you certainly may. If you wish to come with me, I will give you something official. I see no problem as part of our thanks to you if you find something there that would be of benefit to you. If you wish to keep it, by all means.
okay.
If it proves to be something dangerous,
Oh, of course.
I've
We'll
just
turn it over.
ask that you inform us. But he'll look towards you, Rith, and say, do you wish to stay here, or do you wish to accompany?
Kin company. If
Well,
people hungry have food at Twin's house, out for people to eat.
oh, well, it's very kind of you. I have a feeling we could use some assistance in the in the coming hours, but he will take you as long as Hulin will stay, but a couple of the gate guards accompany him, and he leads you back towards his home. Kelnorn, were you with him too?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to go with them, or do you stay and help with the cleanup?
I'll stay and help with the clean.
Okay, so Hulin will work with you. So he'll stay close by. He'll chat if you want to. Otherwise, he's happy to just work or make small talk as you guys are working. Expressing his thanks, of course, again, and whatnot. So, but Domas takes you back to his home and goes into his office, kind of drafts something up and places a wax seal on it and a stamp, and then hands it to you and says, this should be sufficient to get you into the warehouse, and let them know that whatever you find at that location, you are free to take.
Thank you.
Of course.
My companion Rith actually had asked about at one point the house where the twins were staying. What might happen to this place?
Well, I will have to meet with my fellow senators at some point, just where unfortunately some of them have been found slain. Basically we're trying to get a count of how many of us are still alive and able to serve, and from that point, we can make a decision on what's to be done with the home. I'm sure it will be reintegrated in some way, shape, or form once it's been ensured that it's clear of any kind of their influence. From my understanding, they were attempting to remove any kind of magical connection they had to the dungeon they had underneath the outpost, and probably wish to do the same thing here. Or there, I should say.
Tell them to be careful in the basement.
Of course, yes. I'm sure that when they go in there, they'll be taking the utmost care. But I'm not sure what will happen to it as of yet.
Okay. Because we might be interested in it.
Well, I will present that as an option when we have our first council meeting again. I have no doubt that we will be having many over the next coming 10-day. And as soon as we've taken care of any business that is pertinent to the survival and well-being of our people, we can certainly approach the topic of the home.
Most definitely. The people should come first.
Indeed. Well, speaking of the people, I should get back to them and attempt to be of any service that I may. Good luck.
Thank you. I'll go back to where Kelnorn was and where they were helping with the bodies and stuff, and
okay,
do what I can do.
Okay. So, are the pair of you sticking, or all three of you sticking around for the rest of the evening, or what were you gonna do, Rith?
I'm just gonna continue to help.
Okay.
Then
Probably be covered in blood as I am lifting and moving bodies. So
Right. At this point, probably most of it's a good chunk of it's dried, but yeah, you can get a few smears and whatnot on you from working. So, all right. So that is the rest of you. Rowan, said you're stopping by the House of Happiness.
Yeah, I'd probably check on the people there that I knew that have helped us.
Okay. I had names. It's been a while.
Yeah, I
since
gotta
I've
find
looked
them
at
here. I have them written down as well. I know Nephis is
Ah!
one.
Yeah, Nephis is the
Is it
the-
Shavara or
yeah.
something like that?
Shivara was
Yeah,
the
Shavara,
head.
the owner.
hmm So I think those are the two that you had interacted with.
Those would be the only two that I would want to speak to that might be there.
Yeah. All right. So, all right, you head there, and at this point, it looks like it's less of a fest hall or a gathering place for joy and happiness, as much as it's turned it almost into like a makeshift like triage center.
So it's a house
where-
of healing.
Yeah. And you see Shavara moving about. Appears to be directing things, giving orders, going to people. You see her expend a little bit of what appears to be divine magic, even helping people that need it the most. Nephis, you see, doing the same, moving. And she appears to be helping a group of wounded people. But as you're coming in, Nephis doesn't see you, but Shavara will eventually see you as you come in, or looking around for her. And she'll come over. Some good to see that you're okay. You are okay, I presume.
Yeah, I'm fine. I came to make sure that yourself and Nephis were okay.
Yes, they. As I told you, my house is not one to be trifled with. There was a small attempt made to enter our holy place, and well, they were rebuffed, we'll say. But I do appreciate you stopping by. We could always use another pair of hands if you're willing.
Yeah, let me help. I actually have now. I have 3 spells that I can use, so I could use some cure wounds on some people that need it.
Well, we do have a few people that are. We've been trying to do as best we can with those that are more easily to be saved. If you want to go over to that corner there, those are the people that are in the worst of condition.
I'll just since I'm not actually medically trained, just by eyeballing which ones look the worst, they're gonna get the level 3 spell.
All right.
So I have two of those, and then I have 1 level 1. So whoever would be like next would get a level 1.
Okay.
I'm just gonna click them off here, unless you want me to actually roll them.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
They are well, low level enough that basically anything is going to be enough to kind of get them either up and moving. So I will say that if you wish to, you are able to use your Song of Rest to kind of help people out too.
Oh yeah, let's do that then.
And quite literally, it says any friendly creatures who can hear your performance. So
I would play really loud and yell really loud the song.
Doing some heavy rock.
Yeah, screamo.
So you can go ahead and.
I
mean the
performance.
Yeah, just roll as long as you don't roll like a 1. That's the thing we're kind of.
You had to say it. Okay. Good.
There you go. So your performance, you play 5 or 6 songs, and at the end, most of the people that are there are feeling much better, almost inexplicably so. You receive many adulations towards your abilities to heal with music, it seems. So, Nephis and Shivara and all of the individuals that make up the House of Happiness are grateful for your assistance. So, and you can continue to help out there as you wish, or, you know.
Yeah, I'd help out there a
Soothe
little bit,
comfort.
and then I would probably mosey on my way a little, after a little
Okay.
while of helping out there.
All right. All right. Anything else for anybody? I think 3 of you are helping out with cleanup around the city. Rowan, you did House of Happiness, and then kind of helping out in the city. Kovac, you're wandering around the city, taking in all of everything that's happened.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So as you come to the evening time, the cleanup effort continues basically into the night. At a certain point, they will eventually call it, or like another shift will come in to replace all of you guys, so that way they can continue whatever they're doing through the night as well. Just checking to make sure that they have found anything and everything that they need to. So, does everybody make their ways back to the twins' mansion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
End
will.
of the evening.
Yep.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I think Kovac was coherent enough.
Okay. All right. So eventually, you guys make your way back there. Probably at various points in the evening. Probably a little after dinner is when like the second shift comes in to replace all of you guys. So, anything you wish to do during the evening as you all gather back together?
Yeah, I might have a little sword to touch for a little bit.
Okay.
I'd like to identify Marcus's sword.
Okay.
Wow, it's not where I thought that was going.
Well, I just came from the House of Happiness, so,
You never know. It's a happy, happy place. Happiest place in the world. The rides they have there are...
Disneyland.
All right. Anything else for anyone?
I mean, I'll mention the treasure map.
Yeah,
You wanna
I'll
discuss
show
it?
everybody the document.
We're all still pretty beat up, right?
Yeah.
I have a
Yep.
Not
new
really.
spell. I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Cure mass wounds.
Woohoo.
Woo.
3d8. Dang.
Everybody gets
Wow.
27.
That was about as good as it could be, too.
That heals Rift completely.
I mean, I'm close.
So let's do.
I'm close enough.
You're only close and you just came from the House of Happiness? My goodness.
Hey, Guess some would
All
say
right.
I'm just right on that edge, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, that fills me up to 69.
Whoa. Hey, yo.
I'm all the way up to 60 now.
Nice. Well, and as I talked about with everybody before, and most people have done the rolling at this point, we did level up to level 10 with that rest. I don't think Kovac has rolled his hit points yet, though, right?
No, I have not.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll level up to 10. All right. So, I think that's 9 extra for you. Is that right?
I believe so, yep. Oh, it's not letting me level.
I blame Lilith.
There you go. I think I put you up to 10 there.
There you go. I mean, everything else is custom, so that's fine.
Right. But I think that gives you a new cantrip.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I got that stuff all picked up.
Cool. All right. So everybody's level 10 now. Hit points have been rolled. Everybody did pretty well, I think, for those. So you wanted to do identify then on the sword you got there, Rowan?
Yeah.
Okay. So you sit down for 10 minutes and do your identify ritual. Second here. I'll bring us back to the Hillsfar map just for funs.
Yay.
All right, so I will drop that into your inventory. It does identify as a weapon called Blade of Rending. So you can take a look at it and I think I
Neato.
wanted to change the wording just slightly, just because I don't like it. But there we go. So, that is what you find. Some of you had potions that you had grabbed, is that right?
Yeah.
Was it you that grabbed them, or
I had one,
okay,
but you already told me what it looked like.
like a healing potion?
Yeah, a
Okay,
small healing potion.
it's actually a greater. Sorry, it is
Oh.
a greater healing potion.
Okay.
So,
I do have 2 vials. And scrolls.
I mean, if Rowan's looking at stuff, there's a mage staff that I put out there to see if it pinged magical.
okay, the mage staff does not.
Okay.
Oh.
I hand Kalnoran the pouch from the mage.
Okay,
It has just his spell components.
right.
Yeah. Thank you.
I just toss the staff, and if it's a regular staff, I'll just throw it in the corner.
Okay.
The vials are where I found the journal.
Right. Okay.
And the
So-
coins.
Okay. And I told you how much was in there for coins, right?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
I also have a wizard pouch of coins that you didn't tell me how much is in there either.
Right. I wrote stuff down for myself, and
You
then.
can give it later if you want.
Well,
Just
I,
chat.
I
You
know
don't have to do it
exactly how
now.
much the stuff is. I just have to remember which which one you found where.
I mean, mine was at the keep.
So, if Rowan, if you're sitting down to identify everything, there are the lists I have here. Okay, so there are my brain is just ADHD is a curse and a blessing all at the same time. Okay, so
I cast remove curse.
thank you, appreciate that.
You're welcome.
The two vials that you find, one is actually it's almost like a jar, but who do you want me to give it to anybody, Rowan, after it's identified? Are you giving it back, or do you want to?
I would probably just give it back to whoever gave it to me, to be honest.
So, Lilith, what you find is the jar contains a salve that's basically called Kyotum's ointment. So what it is capable of doing, it contains about four doses, is what you know, Rowan. It has a mixture that smells kind of like aloe. And Rowan, you know that if a person were to basically dip their fingers in and swallow this ointment, it heals them, as well as removes any poison or disease that the person is inflicted with. And there's about four different doses here. The healing itself, for in-game purposes, is 2d8 plus 2.
Nice.
Nice.
It is an action to either apply it to the skin or swallow. Either one will give the effect. So I will place that in your inventory. No, there we go. I think it's fine. Yeah, it's in there.
Yep,
Okay.
there it is.
So I need to adjust the charges here real quick. So it's 4 instead of 5. So 4. There you go. Cool. They shouldn't be locked.
Maybe it's just me.
You might have to. I would go through the plutonium importer if you want to bring stuff in too. You could try it that way. Should be able to use that to bring in new spells. The second potion is actually a potion of growth. So, any person who drinks it will be underneath the enlarge effect for the next 1d4 hours. There is no concentration required for this, so it gives a person the enlarge, so they would benefit from that. I think it's an extra like d4 in damage. I think you have advantage on grapple checks potentially against like smaller creatures, but so it can be useful.
Cool.
And as far as coins go, Rith, you find about 25 gold pieces. And yours was in the chest, right, Lilith?
Yeah, I had 2 heavy sacks of coins.
Yeah, between the two of you find about 422 gold pieces. I'll just tell you that instead of any silver.
I'll just hand mine
Okay.
to Lilith, so
Okay.
she
Yeah,
can
no, I can divide
deal
it out.
with it.
All right, so 447 is what you have then. Lilith?
Got it.
So, those are the as far as magical items go. Those are what you found. All right. Anything else you guys would like to do for the evening?
I will hand everybody 89 gold. And I will give the 2 extra gold to Rowan.
All right. All right. So, nothing else anybody needs to do for the evening?
Nope.
All right.
I think Kovacs will probably read through that. The journal, that new one.
Oh yeah. Okay. The one that you had found in there from Marcus's outpost.
Yep.
I will pass on to everybody the information that I had received from the succubus.
Okay. What do you want to tell them?
That she showed me images of a forest with the sections of trees broken, upturned earth. Something destroyed the landscape. Its location looks to be near Cormanther. And then another keep looked like it was hot, smelled of volcanic sulfur, located in Horns Mountains. Was the general area of the 2 places that the Daemon Fae maybe has some more bases in that we may want to have looked at or looked into, so that if we can find the exact location, we could go there and help remove their presence.
Is the first one maybe the place that we've went already, or no?
Are you asking for your own personal
I mean, it could be a question to
to the group?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was, the description gave you like a upturned earth, something had crashed into it. I mean, Rith, from what you saw in the vision, you did not pass by anything that had that level of destruction. Like, this was pretty vast.
No, not where we were previously.
Okay.
Do the areas supposedly around Cornmere, do they sound familiar to me since I'm from the area?
Let's see
Or
here.
me.
Or me. Wait, I'm just kidding. I'm not from the area.
Or you. Or everybody, right?
Yeah, everybody. Does any of us know?
About how long ago did Kelnoran leave Cormanther?
It's been a couple decades.
Like 2, 3, or
Yeah, 2.
2?
Yeah, about 20 years.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and just give me a knowledge nature check.
Oh yeah.
The perfect one.
Yeah,
Look
I
at
like
these.
It sounds familiar, but you don't recall that you've ever personally seen anything that resembles what he's talking about. But Cormanther is vast.
Right.
So the fact that you haven't seen everything there, not necessarily a surprise. Give me a history check.
Love it.
I mean, it was a pretty major event. You haven't seen it, but you've heard tale of when the city of Shade crashed into Mythdraenor. When it fell from the sky, it obliterated what had been resettled or was being rebuilt as Mythdraenor, destroying both cities. That would be a place of very large upturned earth. It's the only thing that really kind of fits the description, but that would be very, very... The level of devastation that Rith would have seen would have to be pretty dramatic for it to be that.
Okay. How um, how vast was the upturned earth that she showed you?
More than I could see. I'm assuming that's right.
It might be what is left of Mythranor and this crashed city of Shade. City of Shade. I'm tired.
And that is how far from here?
How far is that from here?
That's right. Math it, DM.
No,
Math
that's
it.
fine. I got you. I got you. From where you're at, I mean, you're talking 120-ish miles. At this point, there probably isn't like a direct road to it anymore, just because of all the devastation. I mean, if you're trying to go straight there, probably 5-6 days travel if you're going straight there. More like if you take the road and then go across, probably similar-ish. Probably closer to 7-8 days travel then.
Well, depending on roads and weather and all that, not quite a 10-day, maybe.
Do we want to go to hunt Faye? Twins may have gone there.
Best shot we've got, I think.
I mean, they could have went to the other place too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. Also,
It's-
don't know exact location of their place.
It is the closest to us of the locations that we've seen. So we could check it out, but we're talking about the ruins of cities.
Would be better to bring the information back to
Iglar.
Iglar, and have his resources search for location.
That's a
Probably.
pretty good idea. Plus, El Hazir did have a mission for us too.
Right, but we might have to renege on that because we have to deal with the flame.
True.
With who? I didn't. You cut out. Who'd you say?
With the flame.
The flame.
Ah, with ski rod. Yes, must die.
Very simple.
So, next plan, gather stuff, stay here for day 2. Book her runs to grab wagon. We search stash and then head home with information. Is this plan?
It
Sounds like a good
sounds
plan.
good. I would like to add to it. The documents we found in the Red Plumes, Marcus's base, suggested that they know about our recent acquaintance in the forest. I'd like to go give her the heads up.
Can make stop
I-
that way.
Tomorrow I can do that from here.
That's cool. I'd like to see her in person though.
Mm.
Oh. Nudge him.
I'll pat him on the back. Go, Kalinoran.
No. Appreciate the encouragement, though.
I'm sure she'd like to talk to you again also.
I hear roses are a good choice.
I'll make one be like handed to Rowan, be like for Shelby.
That ship sailed.
Did you say that shit sailed?
Ship.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me if that's Rith's interpretation of
Yep.
saying, though.
Yep. You said it exactly that way. That shit sailed.
If you're going to the wagons at Elventree, correct?
Yep.
I'd like to go with you when you go back.
Okay. Odd question about the trip. I didn't notice. Did you guys bring my Clydesdale?
Well, I didn't.
Yes. Yes, we brought it.
No, I didn't.
Okay. Thank you.
It followed with apples.
That works.
Whose horse is
horse
apples?
whisperer. If I remember correctly, I horse whispered it to follow us.
Yeah, you did a good job with it too. Like a natural. Rith does all these things. He's like, I'm not sure why people have problems.
And then he misses and can't hit his damn skeleton.
Right.
You know, we play back and forth.
While we kill everything and we're like, I
Yes,
don't know why
I
he
know.
has so many problems.
The guy with the giant bludgeoning weapon against things made out of bones. All right. Okay, so anything else? All right. So, Rowan, right before you guys head to bed, or as you're getting ready to head to bed, you will hear the voice of Jared in your head, and he says, Rowan, I spoke with Carly's family, put them at ease about their daughter. They needed to know. Keep doing good work. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I've gotten more information on Phoebe. I'll let you know later. The end.
So Rowan's gonna end all of his sendings with the end.
Over. Do you copy?
You gotta make the sound too as you say over. All right.
No, I just couldn't
so-
remember if I've already told him that I got more new information or not, so I
don't think
said it
so.
again anyway.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys head to bed. Wake up the following day. No attacks. Everything is awesome.
We must be part of a team.
You are part of a team. So,
There is something I would like to do this morning, though.
yes.
I would like to attune to the new sword.
Okay.
If you like drop attunement or whatever, do you just it just happens or?
It's yes. So as you spend the short rest, if you're trying to drop attunement and then attune to a new one, you can do it at the same time.
Okay, then I'll drop it on the Blade of Frost. And then also, I'm gonna make that new sword like my little warlock thing, so that it uses my charisma
Okay.
and I guess it's gonna bamf in and out
Hexblade
now.
weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. So the dagger moves back to your side.
Yep.
All right. So you have the Blade of Frost. Just, are you storing that one for yourself, or are you putting it in your bag, or?
I'm actually. I probably can't do it because I'm sure Lilith is still sleeping. But I was gonna offer it to Lilith.
Okay. I mean, you can when she wakes up if you'd like.
Well, I don't know how early Kelnoran's leaving to go to Elventree.
She would actually get up earlier because it's not a comfortable place they're staying in right now.
Yeah,
So
I'm joining the
instead
group on the map.
Everybody's down here. There we go. We'll just put her together, and it becomes easier.
I leave pretty early, 7-ish.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna, because it says you get to pick between like longsword and short sword.
Mhm.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna have it as a longsword.
Okay. Since it doesn't really matter for your attack modifier and damage.
Yep.
Using all charisma anyhow.
How do I? Oh, okay. I see. Never mind. Go ahead. You can go on to.
No, that's fine. So if she's waking up earlier, then I mean she will be awake when you're getting ready to leave.
Then I'll offer her. I'll go in and I'll just be like, I'm not gonna use this anymore, and it could be useful to you. It does cold damage. It's magic, obviously. If you'd like it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I'll delete it off of your inventory then,
Thank
and
you.
give it to her. All right. So Lilith, it is in your inventory. It does require attunement, but so you'll just have to spend time taking care of that.
I'm gonna roll this just to make sure I got it right.
I don't think it has the bonuses on it yet because it was only I mean it was basically just set up for I put all the information, the written information in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it would need that. Okay.
So I can edit that because details it'll just and I didn't put the base weapon in because didn't know precisely what it was going to be.
Well, that's true.
It is versatile. Of course, that doesn't really matter. And it is magical. And
Oop.
I'm just sitting here watching you change it.
All right. Think that should do it. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. We'll see if it works properly. Okay.
And just looks like
Should
it.
be right.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Cool. Excellent. So, new weapon works.
Yay.
So, all right. So, Lilith, yes, you have a Blade of Frost that you can attune to. It is a short sword, so you are still able to use your sneak attack.
Cool. I will. This morning, while we're waiting, I will attune to it.
Okay. All right. So, Kelnorin
Take
and
my rapier and put it in my bag of holding.
excellent. Kelnorin and Rowan, you guys are leaving the city then, stopping by the gate to grab your horses.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, easy enough. You guys are able to make your way back to Elventree. We'll get to you guys in a little bit, but you probably get there shortly after lunch. It's about a 6-hour ride or so where you're at. So,
Before they left, I would have gave the extra bag of apples that I have.
there you go for the
Thank you.
horses.
Thank you.
All right. So the three of you that are still in the city, anything you are doing specifically today?
Were they grabbing the stashed items?
No one said they had yet. I mean, you guys have talked about doing it this morning.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
after I
that's what I'll
tune-
suggest once
Yeah.
Lilith's ready to go after she does her meditation.
Yep. Sounds like a good idea.
Yep.
All right. So the three
Head
of you
to
are
the-
going towards the Blue Sales warehouse.
Yes.
All right.
Again.
Well, this is a different
No,
one.
this is a
actually.
different one.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but still.
This is the
We
first
get-
time
we-
Rick's going.
Yeah.
I'm openly walking
gonna
to
work.
it this time.
So
Yeah, that's right.
this one is located, like I said, in kind of in the northwest corner of the city. It's a little bit northeast of a bit northeast of the stadium that they have there. So kind of right around here. It's
Okay.
that warehouse.
Okay.
So you guys make your way up there. There are a couple of guards that are stationed outside that you notice are gate guards. As you're walking through the town, there is less. There does appear to be less movement about as far as like cleaning up, gathering the dead and whatnot. At this point, they're just trying to make as much arrangements as they can to give as many people as they can a proper burial, or there's discussions of how to appropriately and respectfully dispose of the dead bodies. So that is being decided, but it appears most everything has been either moved out of the city for the most part, and there is a for any of the ash plume bodies, you guys have noticed that they were there's a pillar of smoke coming from inside the arena where appears they've just decided that those bodies are just going to be burned. So, you make your way north, though, out of the central district into near the arena and to the warehouse itself. A couple of guards that are there. They stop you as you approach, Lilith.
I will show them the document from Senator Doman.
You hand them a document from Senator Domas. Yep. They open it, break the seal, open it. Say, oh, very well. You may enter.
Thank you. And we'll go in.
All right. So there is a. Go ahead and just give me a investigation check at advantage since you have the map. 19. Okay. So, following the instructions of the map, once you get inside, it's not overly hard. It's not overly complicated. You make your way back. There appears to be some crates that have been moved away. A false wall that you notice that is referenced that's been installed, and the method for opening it is there. But you have reached that spot.
I will check it for traps.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a check. 16. There does not appear to be any traps on it.
So I'm going to move everybody back. And then I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
And open it up.
Okay. Nothing goes off. You're able to just kind of position or move the wall so you can free it. And it's not a very big compartment, maybe 2 foot by 3 foot. Mostly empty, save a small iron lockbox.
I will also check it for traps.
Mm-hmm.
I will use my goggles also.
Sure. Okay.
So one.
Advantage on that one then. 21. Does not appear to be any traps. I will say, as you're messing with it, you do notice that as you're investigating it, the box itself doesn't appear to be trapped or anything like that. There are some runes on there. You can roll an Arcana check if you'd like. 17. Okay. It does appear that it's magically locked, which means you can still attempt to unlock it. It's just the DC is just higher unless you disable the lock magically.
I will give it a shot.
Okay.
So Oh. $20.
20. It proves to be stubborn with the magically enhanced lock. You're not able to. You don't damage your lock picks. I'm assuming you're using your mithril ones.
Yep.
But it proves to be very difficult for you.
Okay. I will just pick it up and take it with us.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So the iron lockbox itself probably weighs about 30 pounds.
Hey, Rith.
I'll come up.
This is a little too heavy for me. It weighs almost as much as I do. And I can't get it unlocked. It's locked magically.
Okay.
Can you carry it?
I'll pick it up.
It's just, I mean, when you pick it up, it's not a huge lockbox by itself, but it's like if you've ever
Yeah.
picked up like a box of like ammunition or a box that has like weights in it. It's just very dense. So it takes you like a moment to kind of get your hand around it, tilt it up a little bit so you can get your hands underneath it. Once you get to there, it's fine. But it does feel very dense.
Okay.
So
We'll have to get somebody to like take the magic off the lock. I don't have anything to be able to do that.
Kalnorin said he can do something called remove magic,
Dispel
dispose
magic.
magic.
Yeah. Yep, he can do that. So we'll have to just take this with us.
Okay.
All right. That's really all I've got for the till they get back with the wagon.
okay. All right. So you guys heading back to the mansion or
Yeah, I mean we'll head back there so I can drop off the box with my gear.
okay? Anything else you're doing for the remainder of that day then?
Rith will just probably go look at the blacksmiths and see if they need help.
Okay.
I'm sure there's items for repair and stuff that need worked on for the city.
Yeah, there are. I mean,
He'll offer
so-
his services to help speed through the day.
okay.
Lilith will stay at the house.
Kovetch?
Yeah, he'll stay back.
Okay. I mean, there is still more of the journal you can look through if you'd like.
Yep, that's
Um,
the plan.
Okay. I'll give you a recap on that one at some point. Here.
Okay.
All right. So Rowan and Kelnorin,
Yes.
you guys make your way back to Elventree, arriving shortly after noon, probably around about an hour or so past the high sun point. So you have arrived. What would you like to do?
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, after you.
I had asked the councilman if we could keep it here. I just don't know where they would have kept it, so we're gonna have to find them.
Got it. I'm gonna look over here and I'm gonna go up the tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for Felia.
Oh, Felia, the tiefling that you had encountered the other night.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you looking for Zaire? Kelnoran. Is that who you're
Yeah.
looking for? The council, the leader of Elventree, so to speak.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, he isn't hard to find. He's generally moving about the town, trying to help people or be available for individuals. I would say if you're just meandering through the town with your passive, you'll find him eventually.
Okay.
I will say this. I mean, as you're kind of meandering through, you pass by the area where you guys kept your horses and whatnot, in the little kind of lean-to area that they consider their local stables. You will see the cart there.
Okay. I still need to talk to
Yeah.
him anyways.
No, that's fine. I'm just so. All right, so you will find him eventually. Where are you heading, Rowan, to look for Phalia?
I guess the tavern thing or whatever, because I don't know where she stays. I don't think.
The Tree Spirits. It's old tavern in there. Okay. So you head up there, and Callie, the female halfling who tends to the bar there, is on the inside, and she sees you come back in. She says, couldn't stay away, could you?
Never stay away from a good place like this, you know?
Oh. I appreciate the kind words. What can I get for you?
Two things. Let's start with a drink. And then maybe some
All right.
directions.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Uh,
She'll pulls out a glass and starts pouring in some ale.
hoping to find Felia.
Oh, yeah. I believe. Well, she's staying in one of the houses that we have set up for new arrivals. Until we find them more permanent accommodations, otherwise known as the inn. So
That's
we should be over there.
That's a good place for someone to stay. I guess.
Sometimes, if you're, yeah.
I mean, I stay in a lot of them, and actually, I was living in one, so I know what it's like.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's as long as they got some good food, I'm hoping.
I mean, it started out a little iffy, but it got better. We had to make our own.
Okay. Kind of odd accommodations, but hey, to each their own. She'll slide the drink over towards you. Well, it's nice to see you again here. If you're looking to pay, it'd be 2 silver pieces.
I'm gonna give her 5.
Wow. Okay. She kind of gathers them up and goes, I see math isn't your strong suit. Okay. Kind of gives you a little wink and goes back to cleaning the bar where she's at.
I just raise the cup and then try to chug it really fast because I'm in a hurry.
Yeah. It's not too hard. I mean, it's the ale that they serve here is pretty good. It's not like some of the other places where it's just a step above piss water, but they make most of their own stuff. So
I've probably had them all. I've traveled with Kelnoran for a long time.
it's true. And he drank cheap. cheap and strong. That's what he was looking for.
Yeah, no wonder he kind of likes Rith.
uh, so you can head over to the inn,
Yeah.
and you'll find Phalia. It's not too hard. There's only like 8 rooms here, so.
I'll just knock until she answers the door, just on each door.
So, all right. Very well. So you find her, and she opens the door and, well, was not expecting to see you this quickly.
Yeah.
I would invite you in, but I don't really have a whole lot of much seating in here at the moment.
Yeah, it kind of feels like the roles are reversed a little bit here, you know? Except it's morning and not night, and...
That's true. Should we take a walk?
Sure, if you want. I mean, I'm down for whatever.
I mean, it's better than just standing in a doorway,
It's true.
unless you like that awkward sort of thing.
Well,
I kind of like awkward things, so.
yeah, let's go for a walk.
She will kind of just shut the door. There's no real lock on it, but she shuts it, and as soon as you guys leave the inn, she goes, "So, what brings you back? Good news, I hope."
Yeah, I wanted to let you know I got the necklace to Nephis.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. It means. And how is she?
Good, good. She's safe. She's fine.
Good. And did you see? Well, you probably saw her, but a woman named Shivara.
Yep, she misses you and she hopes you're doing well. She asked me where you were, but I didn't know how your relationship was at the time, so I just told her you were safe.
Oh. Well, I appreciate that. I don't. I mean, I don't know if you intend to go back there, but if so, I don't mind you telling them where I am. I'm glad that you were able to get in and out okay. Your friends apparently left in a big hurry.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know why they did that, but
Okay. Well, I hope everything is okay.
I mean, everything's much better now. Cause, you know,
You're here with me, and I'm such an amazing person to be around.
Go get her.
I'm kidding. I mean, I know I'm an amazing person to be around, but why is it much better?
Really good with the music. Well,
Thank you.
long story short, the bad people that were forcing non-humans out of town are no longer forcing non-humans out of town.
Really?
Well, I mean, the red plumes are still there, but they're not under the control of very bad people.
Well, I feel like there's a big story there. It's a that's a good synopsis. I'm more interested in the meat and potatoes of the story, though. Are you staying for long, or are you leaving?
We came to get our wagon because for whatever reason my friends left it, and then I came with my friend to get it, and I wanted to let you know the information about your friends and.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I don't want to detain you any longer than necessary. say thank you for coming, though, and letting me know. I am very grateful.
Oh wait, I have a gift.
I do love gifts.
That rose that Kelnoran gave me.
Here, I thought you were going to drop your pants.
Here?
Oh, well, that's awfully sweet. You're giving a whole lot of mixed signals here, and I kind of like it. But thank you for Thank you for letting me know again. And I guess just one question for you. Do you think I'll be able to go back, or that I guess all of us would be able to go back at some point?
I don't see why not. Seeing as how a bunch of non-humans just saved their city,
Oh,
they should
there's
really
definitely more of a story.
appreciate people from other backgrounds.
So there is a bit of a story here. Well, good. I'll let some of the others know. And thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, no problem.
She moves in to give you a hug.
It becomes an awkward hug. Like
Okay.
one where you're like, you both go like the same.
She gives you a hug and just kind of leans into it, pulls away, and leans forward and gives you a kiss on the cheek. Says, thank you. You've done more for all of us than we ever could have anticipated.
Nah, it was not a problem, you know.
Of course. Well, if you ever find yourself back in Hillsfar, hopefully I should be at the house. You should stop by. I would love to hear the story in full.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, I hope you and your friend have a safe trip back.
Thank you. Okay.
She stands
Bye.
there. She turns. Yep.
Turn around, walk away, realize I actually need to go the other way, walk back by.
Oh. Kelnoran, you're looking for the elder.
Yes.
Okay. You find him eventually. Not much of a problem. He'll see you come up. Oh, welcome back. We were concerned when you and your companions had left in such a state.
Yes, there was some major miscommunications
Oh.
on our part that led to the understanding that my brother Rowan might be in trouble, and he wasn't in the slightest.
Oh, well, I mean, that's definitely a good thing then.
But yeah,
I mean,
we
aside from the panic, of course, that's less than good, but
Sure.
I'm sure you must have felt a great deal of relief to find out he was not in danger.
you would think
Oh, well.
it's not common for me to feel relief over anything, so it's better than normal. And then,
You should work on that.
well, I've come back to get the cart.
Of
Thank
course,
you.
we left it down in, well, where you were staying previously.
Thank you for watching over it.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
I also have some information for you.
Yes.
The people we are after, we found them, dealt with their machinations in Hillsfar, but the two in charge got away. Uh, in in our rummaging about what they left us to look through, we found some paperwork that suggests that your town is in their crosshairs,
Okay.
but not why.
Okay. Well, I will make sure that we are dutiful in our guard, in our vigilance, and we will not be caught unawares. But you said that you had dealt with their machinations, though, in the city.
Yes, we stopped what they're doing.
Do you believe they still have the resources in order to affect us?
Yes. I get the impression that there's more movement behind them, not just the two of them uh, doing it on their own.
Very well. Well, like I said, we will remain vigilant then and attempt to not be caught unaware.
We learned some things. They're definitely shapeshifters, so you won't notice them being out of place.
Okay.
And they use enchantment to the fullest effect and employ fiends. So
That
now,
is troublesome. Well, I will confer with my other advisors, the other elders of the town, and we will make sure that we have something in place to check for magical means of concealment.
anything you do,
Yes,
I'll try to find ways to check in.
appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming back and giving us this information. Is very helpful. As I said, we will remain vigilant. I presume you're still going after them?
Yes, we have leads, but they're all over, so don't know where to go first.
I wish you luck, and may nature guide you.
Thank you.
And he will shake your hand and give kind of a bow, and then he will kind of move off.
Bye. Right, I'll go hook up the cart.
All right. Rowan, you make your way back towards Kelnoran. He's in the process of attaching the cart to the horse, but not the cart before the horse.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put it on backwards, you could push it, so you could do the cart before.
That would be true. So, anything the pair of you wish to say before you head on your way out?
Do what you needed to do.
Yep.
Same.
Successful trip.
All right. So, with that, we'll go ahead and end tonight's session there, since I know we have a slightly earlier end due to some commitments for tomorrow, I'm sure. So,
Sorry.
no, that's fine. It's a good stopping point, anyhow. We will continue with the afternoon of this particular day, and then look at wrapping up our time in Hillsfar and moving on to whatever may come next. The Flame, more research into the Daemon Fae. Who knows? Maybe searching for Phoebe. We don't know. Wherever the winds might blow this group. So, until then, everybody, thank you for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed this week's installment of The Outlanders. Stop back by in about 2 weeks for the next Vampire the Masquerade installment and catch up on what our coterie is doing there, followed by, again, the next installment of The Outlanders. And we will see you then. If you're over on YouTube watching this, hit all the buttons, do all the things, you know the whole routine and spiel. And we will see you next time. Until then, keep those dice warm. Good night, everybody.
Later.
Bye.
See ya.
Later.